Initially, it was a big hard decision for me. The main driving force behind it was my passion for men's mental health, and originally just wanted to add it as a feather in my cap, essentially to be able to take retreats and men's retreats and help men realize there is an answer to to other things outside of drinking and alcohol and drugs, that yoga does change your life. And then I was umming and ahhing on it for quite a while, and then through your persistence and telling me that I would actually be a good yoga teacher and instilling confidence in it, it was just I'm going to jump in and do it. And from that point on, it was just, there was no looking back really. It was meant to be.
What was your favourite part of the training?
The favourite part of the training for me would have probably been the anatomical sequencing, especially because of the way being a personal trainer and stuff like that. So learning how to put a sequence together around the body parts and the parts of the body, but also the journey itself. I'd never expected to have a roller coaster ride of emotions, of ups and downs and self-doubt and wondering whether you wanted to come back, and being in a room full of grown women and actually being probably the first one to cry. It was just one of those things that I didn't expect, but I actually loved the growth potential from it. It completely changed who I think I was of a man, and opened me up to all these other different possibilities.
What was your biggest takeaway from the training?
My biggest takeaway, it completely changed the way I thought of actually wanting what I wanted out of yoga to do as my TT. Towards the last 2 weeks of the training, I was essentially really realised I actually wanted to be a yoga teacher and have a great set of skills and passion towards helping men, but also my PT background. I could bring that into the yoga world. And so that biggest change and the biggest takeaway was that it's actually opened more possibilities for me professionally, and then also just personally as well, just growth as a person, as a man, but also just meeting new people and just opening up a whole different world, that just coming as a student and coming and doing the hour class here and there, being an actual yoga teacher and then getting to learn from more experienced teachers throughout the community is just it's been pretty mind-blowing.
Awesome. And how do you see what you learned in the training, or what's your vision with taking what you've learned and then sharing that?
So essentially, because the way you've taught and to structure the classes and stuff like that, it speaks into how I think as well as a PT, and being able to create a yogi and a student and help students actually realize their potential through creatively, but also putting together a sequence in a way that it works for them to actually progress. And I feel that doing it that way is also going to help a lot of men and stuff, especially for me, is that even with the students that I'm teaching at the moment, and see them regularly coming to my classes, and you can see that they're getting better at different sequences that you put together, and it's just a smart way of doing it. And
And do you want to share a little bit about how you want to integrate yoga with your vision for men's mental health?
So my vision for that is what I'm putting together is a health and fitness program for men. So it's going to be broken down into meditation and yoga, fitness, and then a facilitated side to help men work out all of their issues that potentially bring them down to the ground and essentially take them to the deepest, darkest depths. So it's to actually mitigate and help men. There isn't an answer before it gets to that point. So yoga, and essentially the way I see this program is it's like yoga in everyday life. So it's like the asana is you expending all your energy to clear the mind so then you can meditate. And then from that meditation or yoga at the end of that session, then your mind is clear to now accept and be open to the facilitation and the help that those people will be bringing in. So like being able to create this program and help as many guys as possible, because the way I see it is like you've got Movember and Are You OK Day and all these different things that kind of pop up here and there throughout the year. I just want to see it regularly happening. So then that way there's like a community of men just consistently keep getting better and better and stronger and not being taken to that deep dark place that nobody should have to go to.
And why would you recommend this training to someone?
Well, firstly, it changes your life. It will make you a stronger practitioner of yoga, and plus, because the way it's put together through looking at the anatomy and then building a sequence throughout the anatomy, if you don't have too much of an anatomy background, it's so well put together that even the mum who can walk in off the street, by the end of it actually knows the body, how the body works, and put together a smart sequence and be able to teach straight off the bat. It's not like you just get taught the same sequence over and over and over again and then that's what you do. Once you finish your 200 hours, you actually get taught how to sequence multiple different ways, and that's pretty special.
Is there anything else you would like to share?
I would like to share that if you are a dude and you're actually contemplating yoga or potentially becoming a yoga teacher, don't hold back. That isn't just a bunch of girls in tight spandex bending themselves in half. You actually can be a guy in the yoga industry and actually enjoy it and actually allow yourself to bring multiple different ways to help different people. And that's the biggest thing. It's just like I love being able to help as many people as possible, and through yoga now it actually allows me to do that a little bit more. So I'm pretty thankful for the push initially, and now I'm here with endless possibilities ahead of me. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad I did give you a little nudge because I knew that you had